Every single time you log into Microsoft 365 or Azure, there's something working quietly in the background, keeping everything secure. And chances are, it's something called Microsoft Entra. So today we're going to pull back the curtain and decode this really powerful identity platform. Honestly, understanding Entra is absolutely crucial in today's world. So let's just dive right in.
Okay, first things first, let's get the biggest question out of the way, because I know a lot of you are probably thinking, wait a second, I thought this was called Azure Active Directory, or, Azure AD. And you weren't wrong, but yeah, things have changed. So as of July 2023, Azure Active Directory was officially renamed to Microsoft Entra ID. Now, this wasn't just some marketing team deciding on a new name, not at all. The change really reflects what the product has grown into, a solution that works across multiple clouds and platforms. It also cleared up some of the confusion with the on-premises Windows Server Active Directory, and most importantly, it brings a whole family of security products together under one single brand, Microsoft Entra. So the main takeaway, Azure AD is now Microsoft Entra ID.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we'll break down what Microsoft Entra really is. Then we'll get into its foundation, which is called Zero Trust. After that, we'll look at a real game changer called Verified ID. Then we'll see how it secures access no matter where you are. And we'll finish up by diving into all the smart, automated protection it offers.
So what is Microsoft Entra? Well, it's so much more than just a new name for the identity service we all knew. Think of it as an entire family of products, all designed to secure access for, well, everyone and everything. And this Entra family has some serious key players. At its heart, you've still got Microsoft Entra ID. That's the core service. But then you've got things like ID governance to automate who gets access to what. Verified ID, which is all about giving you control of your identity. And then these two powerhouses, private access and internet access, that secure your network. It's really a complete toolkit for modern security.
So how does Entra actually make all these different products work together as one cohesive strategy? Well, the answer is its core philosophy, something called Zero Trust. So what in the world is Zero Trust? Well, it completely flips the old security model on its head. For decades, security was like a castle with a moat. Really tough on the outside, but once you were in, you were trusted. Zero Trust just demolishes that idea. The new motto is never trust, always verify. Every single request to access something is treated like a potential threat. It doesn't matter if it's coming from inside or outside the network. It means you verify every identity, every device, and you only grant the absolute bare minimum access needed.
And what's really amazing is the massive global network that makes all of this possible. Here's a way to think about it. Imagine a central library that gets all the brand new books. As soon as a new book arrives, it instantly sends copies to all the local branches around the world. Entra works the same way. There's a central hub for all the updates, like, say, a new user getting permission for something, and that change is then instantly distributed globally. So when you log in, you're just connecting to the closest data center, which makes everything incredibly fast and reliable.
And the benefits of that global setup, they're huge. It means it can scale to handle millions and millions of users. It means it's always available. If one data center has an issue, you won't even notice. And it means your data is durable. It's always safe and secure.
Okay, next up, let's look at one of the coolest, most forward-thinking parts of the Entra family, how it's giving you the power to take control of your own identity with something called Verified ID.
Think about it. Right now, our digital identities, proof of who we are, where we work, what we've studied, it's all controlled by other people, by third parties. We have to rely on companies and services to hold that information for us. Well, Microsoft Entra Verified ID is built on a totally different idea, a decentralized one, where you are in control. You hold your own secure credentials, and you get to decide exactly who you share them with. Let's make this real. Imagine a woman named Alice who works at a company called Woodgrove. So, step 1. Alice goes to her employer and requests a digital proof of employment. Step 2. Woodgrove checks their records, confirms she's an employee, and issues her a signed digital credential that goes right into her digital wallet on her phone. Now, for step 3, another company, Prosware, is offering a discount for Woodgrove employees. All Alice has to do is present her digital credential. Prosware can instantly verify it's legitimate without ever needing to call Woodgrove, and boom, Alice gets her discount securely and privately. This whole new way of thinking about identity goes hand in hand with how we all work now, right? With people and apps and data scattered everywhere, we need a better way to secure access than the old clunky VPN.
Yeah, traditional VPNs, they're pretty much a thing of the past.
They were clunky, slow, and worst of all, they often gave you access to the entire network, which is just a massive security risk. Microsoft Entra Private Access is the modern, much smarter way. It gives you secure access to only the specific apps you need when you need them, without a VPN. This makes a huge difference. It dramatically shrinks the attack surface and just makes everything more secure.
So that's private access for connecting to your company's internal stuff. But what about, well, everything else? The rest of the internet. That's where Microsoft Entra Internet Access comes into play. It acts as a secure web gateway, protecting you from threats whenever you're accessing any website or cloud app out there, applying all those same smart security policies everywhere you go.
And that brings us to our final section, the intelligence, the real brains behind the whole operation. Entra gives you smarter, automated protection that's all based on detecting risk in real time.
At the very core of this is something called sign-in risk. For every single login attempt anywhere in the world, Entra is doing a real-time calculation. It looks at hundreds of different signals, like where is the user, what device are they on, have their credentials shown up in a known data breach, and from all that, it calculates the probability that the person signing in isn't who they say they are.
And here's the really cool part, the automation. Based on that risk score, policies just kick in immediately. If it's a low-risk sign-in, great, you're in. But if the risk is medium or high, the system can automatically block access, or maybe just prompt for a multi-factor authentication check to be sure, or even force a password reset. This protects the organization instantly, without an IT admin ever having to lift a finger.
And get this, the speed is just insane. Microsoft's target time to detect a potential risk or issue is less than 5 minutes. That is near instantaneous protection happening 24/7.
All right, so let's bring it all together. What do you need to remember? Microsoft Entra is this unified family of security products. It's all built on that zero trust foundation. It's empowering you with user-controlled identity, and it's providing intelligent modern security for the way we actually work today.
As our digital lives and our physical lives keep merging together, this question of who really controls our identity, it becomes more and more critical. With technologies like Microsoft Entra, we're really at a turning point, and the future of identity, well, it's in our hands. Thanks for joining me.